Welcome all children. Today we'll be discussing the topic 3 of solid states, that is crystal defects. So before moving to the term, firstly we'll try to understand what are the imperfections in solids. As you all know, a solid consists or made up of a large number of small crystals. When large number of small crystals aggregate together, they forms a solid. Now when these crystals have defect in them, it leads to imperfection in solids. Now the question arises, when does a crystal develops defect in them? So you all know there is a process known as process of crystallization. So whenever the process of crystallization is carried out, whether you carry out the process of crystallization slowly or fastly, then the constituent particles do not get enough of time to arrange them. This leads to crystal defects. Now, they are of two types, point defect and line defect. As the term indicates, point defect, whenever there is a defect or whenever there is irregularity around a point in a crystalline solid, whenever there is irregularity around a point in a crystalline solid, irregularity in the arrangement of atoms, then that is point defect. And whenever there is irregularity in the arrangement of atoms in the whole row, then that is line defect. Now we were doing point defects. Point defects are of three types: stoichiometric, non-stoichiometric and impurity defect. Point defects are of three types: stoichiometric, non-stoichiometric and impurity defects. Now we'll do the first type of point defect, that is the stoichiometric defect. As the name indicates, it is a type of point defect. It is a type of point defect which do not disturb the stoichiometry of the solid. Do not disturb the stoichiometry of the solid. Whenever we talk about the term stoichiometry of a solid, it is a ratio of the cation and the anion. Suppose we have two cations and two anions. Cations are given by molecule B and anions are given by molecule A. Then the ratio will be 2:2, which is coming out to be 1:1. Then the formula will be AB only. So when the ratio is coming out to be similar as indicated by the molecular formula, in the formula also the ratio is 1:1. Then that type of defect is known as stoichiometric defect. You can also call stoichiometric defect as intrinsic or thermodynamic effect. Intrinsic or thermodynamic effect. Now, stoichiometric defects occur in two types of solids. First one is non-ionic solids and second one in ionic solids. So, whenever stoichiometric defects occur in non-ionic solids, it is of two types. Stoichiometric defects in non-ionic solid is of two types. First one is vacancy defect. Now I will explain you this concept with the help of a structure. Now you see here you have the particles arranged. These are the particles arranged, and from here the particle has left. This space is left by the particle. So this lattice site is vacant and this lattice site is vacant. Generally what happens when you heat a solid? The particles leave the lattice site, leaving the space vacant. When the particles leave the space vacant, this creates vacancy and known as vacancy defect. And when the particles leave the lattice site, there is always decrease in the density of the solids. There is always a decrease in the density of the solid. Now, The second one we'll be doing is the same one, interstitial defect. Now the particle will be occupying the interstitial site. Here you can see the particle move from its own position and occupy a space in between. From here it has moved to here. The particle leaves its own lattice site and occupies a space in between, that is occupy the interstitial site. So when a particle occupy interstitial site, then that defect is known as interstitial defect. In this the density increases. Now in ionic solids, stoichiometric defects are of two types. We have done non-ionic, it was of two types, vacancy and interstitial defect. Now in ionic solids, stoichiometric defects are of two types, very important, Schottky and Frankel defect. So firstly we will study Schottky defect. This also I'll explain you with the help of a diagram. Here you see anion cation. So from here a cation is missing, and you can see from here it is cation. So from here an anion is missing. You can see negative. From here also one cation is missing, and from here it is negative ion. A negative ion is missing. So total 2 cations and 2 anions are missing from their lattice sites. These lattice sites are made vacant when the cation and anion leave the lattice site. So now here you count the number of cations and anions. The number of cations and anions which leave the lattice site are same. So when equal number of cation and anion leave the lattice site, then electrical neutrality is maintained, and that type of defect is known as Schottky defect. This type of defect is mainly shown in case of such ionic solids where the size of cation and anion is almost same. Where cation and anion are of almost same size. Example is cesium chloride, sodium chloride, potassium chloride and silver bromide. Here the size of cesium and Cs positive and Cl negative is almost same. As the cations and anions leave the lattice site, therefore the density decreases. Now the second type of Schottky, the second type of stoichiometric defect in ionic solids is a Frankel defect. It is a Frankel defect. So when the smaller ion is dislocated to from the normal site to an interstitial site. Now when we talk about the smaller ion, it is basically the cation. As you see here, earlier there was a cation. So from this side the cation leave and occupy a space in between. It leaves its own lattice site, normal site, cation, that is a smaller ion, leaves its normal site and occupy a site in between, or you can say occupy an interstitial site. Then in that case, two things happens. As the cation or the smaller ion leave its own site, then vacancy defect is created, and if it occupies interstitial site, then interstitial defect is created. Now this defect is found where anion is of much larger size than the cation, and this defect is also known as dislocation defect. In Schottky, both cation and anion are of same size, but in Frankel, anion is of much greater size as compared to the cation. Its example are AgBr, AgCl, AgI, ZnS. Here, this these compounds show this kind of defect because the size of Ag and zinc, they are N2 positive and Ag positive, is much smaller as compared to Br, Br negative, Cl negative, I negative and S2 negative. Here, as the cation moves within the solid, therefore electrical conductivity increases due to the flow of charge. Electrical conductivity increases, but the density remains same. There is a note that AgBr show both Frankel and Schottky defect. So that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.